Hi there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are here another day. Creative Entrepreneur Sessions, also premiering Everything on Purpose Leadership Academy for beauty creatives who want to get in the entertainment industry. Oh my God, they're emptying the garbage outside. It's LA. They're always the noise. We have Stephanie coming in though, and I'm so excited to talk to her. I'm sure she'll know about the LA noise all the time. Or maybe not. I don't know. She'll certainly know about New York. But she is a makeup artist and just does a tremendous job on her clients and also as an entrepreneur. It's just an amazing time to talk to her. She's coming in. Hi.
Yay!
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Latoya. Oh my God, you look so gorgeous.
Thank you. Filter.
Ooh, get it?
Yeah, I actually timed myself with my makeup. I think it was like 9 minutes. So,
That's
um,
impressive.
yeah, well, I've been timing myself for years. So my record has been 13 minutes,
Okay.
but now I'm at about 9 now. So I was pretty
Yeah.
excited because I
You
haven't been.
PR'd.
Yes. Also, disregard the noise really quickly. I don't know what it is about LA, but it's just in the city, it's just
Yeah.
always noise.
Oh, I know. It's okay.
So
Doesn't bother me. As
I
long
am
as anybody watching can still understand us, it doesn't
Thank you
matter.
so much. I am
Yeah,
so
of course.
excited to have you here. I just remember when we first met and just even us engaging beforehand. So I want to just talk about you being an entrepreneur, a makeup artist, and obviously this academy that I just started for beauty creatives because I felt there was a need and I had the capacity to do it. So tell everybody who you are, what you do, and how we met.
Great. Well, first of all, thank you again so much for having me. I just really am inspired by your journey and how you keep sort of pushing forward and kind of reinventing yourself in these ways. So I think that's part of being a creative entrepreneur. So my name's Stephanie Lawrence, and I'm a makeup artist and entrepreneur. I've been a makeup artist for 13 and a half years now, because we count half years.
Yeah.
Every day counts.
Yep.
And last year in March of 2020, I launched my first product called Lip Luffa. Can I show? Let me show
Yeah,
people.
absolutely. Yes. Show it. You guys, it's
It's a
amazing.
Thank you so much. It's a
Yeah.
lipstick eraser and exfoliator. So basically, what it is a little finger sleeve that goes right over. It's pre-moistened with this epic remover that we formulated, and it's a no mess solution to quick lip changes and exfoliation. So it's been a journey. It
Yeah,
has
no,
been.
you know what? I love that you gave them to me to try because being a seller at heart, like I'm always like, hey, you need to go get this, or hey, here's just
Yeah.
try this. And every time, like I'm doing a wedding this weekend, it'll be on the table. And they know who it is. They know, that we can get it to you. But it's really a great product. And like you said, really simple. It took me a minute because I didn't have any directions to know to put it in my little finger.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I
Yes.
was like, but when we did, it was just like amazing and just easy. So I can imagine just for the makeup removal, but just for everyday skincare, especially as people need to just self care on themselves. Like it's just an everyday product for people. So
Oh, thank you so much.
it's
Thank
such
you.
a unique product, curated experience, the kind
Yes.
of client that needs this. And so again, talking about my academy, which we'll talk about in a second, these are the things that when you're working as a artist and you're working in entertainment, these are the
Yeah.
things that help you to move fast. Because one of the things that's different from working artists outside of entertainment is that people think you have all this time.
Right.
We started by talking about how long I took with my makeup, and because we don't have time, sometimes we might have 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So talk about just like your experience getting into your career and how you moved up to working with Harry. Like, I mean, come on, like.
Oh, yes. That's been such an honor in my life and in my career. It's been amazing.
And we
So,
know as artists, like he's a human being, so really it's just like,
yes.
hey Harry, but it's like.
Yes, no, it's you hit it spot on right there. I mean, you work with different celebrities and people in the public eye and things like that. So you understand that there's sort of a certain kind of demeanor and confidentiality that you must keep. So I can only say a few things,
Yeah.
but I, like many jobs, I got that one by word of mouth.
Yep.
So somebody mentioned my name in a room, and I'll be forever grateful to those people. And now that we've been working together, we worked together on this mental health documentary, which was
Hmm.
just an amazing experience. It's a great documentary. And you just create this rapport with somebody, and like you said, they're human beings.
Yep.
So
So let's talk about the inside of what you just said. You said, I'm in rooms, people are calling my name out, but it takes a certain level of confidence to accept that call. There was no in the middle ground. It's like, oh yeah, I can do that. You were prepared. I
yes.
didn't hear any hesitation there. Talk about that journey from going
Yes.
to not being as confident to like you get a call to work on Harry and you're like, let's go.
Yes, let's go. Well, it just, after a certain amount of time doing, your profession, whatever that is, something just clicks, or at least it did for me. And it's like, why not me?
Come on. Exactly.
Why not me? I've worked this hard. Like, I'm ready. I'm prepared. I want this person, whomever it is, to look and feel their very best, especially somebody like him who's in the public eye and is, under a microscope like no other client I've ever worked for. So, I take it very seriously. And kind of, going back to what you said about time, we don't have that much time to do it. It doesn't matter who it is in your
Hmm.
chair. You have to be able to know what you're doing and being able to execute it in a way that, your camera or whatever,
Yeah.
audience you have is going to make sure that it looks fantastic and appropriate. But also you have to have a certain type of demeanor and a certain type of personality that can execute your job and do it well.
Absolutely. So it's all about the rapport because really we're some of the last people they see
Mhm.
before they go do this big important thing. So I imagine outside of your makeup skills, it's really just you as a person and that trust being there before you go. Like that's to me when I realized my value and I'm going to ask you a more specific. Was there a time that you were like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm awesome, and so it's really all those soft skills. And so for me, just to be specific, like it wasn't until I worked on Showtime, Bitchin', the Rick James documentary, which comes out this
Ooh,
Friday
I'll
on
be watching.
I'm so excited about it.
Congrats.
But let me tell you why. It's not even that like it's Rick James. It's just everything that happened on that set. I felt
Yeah.
like it was the first time that, and I'm a Black woman, so the experience of me is different,
Yeah.
and things like that. I'm usually one of only few Black people there. A lot of times, if it's talent, it usually might be one talent and me assisting them. So it's just a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so, and I always had just a critique that had been my career, and just as a Black woman, right?
Yeah.
We're always critiqued. So on this set, the director pulled me to the side, and he said, and he curses. He was like, "What the fuck do you do back there?" And I was like, I it's just a vibe. I was like,
Yeah.
I understand the makeup room is the best
Mhm.
place to be. Like, I
Oh
know
yeah.
that this is where they go before they go on stage, and
Yeah.
I sort of meet them where they are, but also I know that my experience, they like the experience of me. And he was just like, whatever you do back there, like they just walk out happy, they're
Yeah.
ready, and he was just like, when they go in your room, we leave you alone. And I was like,
Respect.
what?
Thank
I was just like,
you.
really? Yes.
Hmm.
And it was,
Hmm.
and I love Steve for this because Steve is like a white guy, like just a white guy, whitest white guy, but like from out of New York, amazing production company, cool as I don't know what. And I just was, and I told him I appreciated that. And it was a game changer for my career in terms of my confidence. It was like being amplified, number one, which just doesn't really happen. And then being specific about what it is, that thing that I did. And so I just took a note
Right.
and I was just
Right.
like, I knew I was these things, but I had to bring these in the forefront,
Yes.
and it really just has been a game changer since November, I think October, November 2019. Yeah. So
And
can
the
you,
makeup room is just home for me. I
yeah,
imagine it is for you. I walk in there and I go, oh, okay. this is my space. Like I feel so creative there. I feel very
Yep.
calm there. And that's the kind of vibe that I hope to bring to my clients, producers,
Yep.
directors, who's ever coming into my room. Like this is not a chaotic space,
Yep. Yep,
you
because we're
know?
prepared also. And so
Yes.
that's also what he saw and things like that. So I want to go back to that question because remember, I guess we're at a certain point in our career now. But let's talk about the people.
Okay.
You're right. You're doing Prince Harry, and I'm over here as the co-founder of Black Lives Matter. Like, you know,
That's like such a huge honor too. I love rooting for you and seeing that happen for you is just like it makes sense to me.
it's just a testament to being clear on what I wanted, but also being vulnerable enough to say this is what I don't know, and I
Yeah.
need to be around with people that can help me, and I needed mentorship. And
Yeah.
again, as a believer, for me, I just thank God for like saying that you can have that mentor, and you can also get paid for it too. And
Yeah.
that's what He showed me in the 3 years with her. Because beyond working, although I had that super amplification moment, it was those
Mhm.
everyday moments with Patrice that she would just be like, yeah, you're really fast.
And
Or,
that's exactly it. I don't mean to interject, but
yeah,
going back to that question you were saying about the specific moment, and I probably could pinpoint it to a few specific moments over the years, but it's really like a culmination of the little moments,
mhm,
of the hard moments where you just feel like maybe a little tired, a little defeated, and you wake up the next day and you go, this is my dream though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, it
I'm
was
meant to
all
do this.
the little things about, she's like, when she, because she was so busy, there were certain sets, there
Yeah,
were union, I couldn't go, or they had
of
makeup,
course.
whatever.
Yeah,
She would
yeah,
come back and say, well, this is what happened, or
yeah.
this wasn't great. And as she got comfortable with me, she was like, why aren't they doing this? And I'm like, so tell me more, tell me what, tell me more.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
teaching
really,
your clients something is also like a huge compliment, when they come back to you and they're saying, why aren't they doing it the way you did this or sort of in this fashion? And you're going, okay, well, that's my signature. It
something
makes you
as
more hireable.
something as simple as, Stephanie, people are still not starting with skincare. It's really that simple. And here's the thing: I have about 5 products I have, baby, and that's my quick method.
Yep.
So, what are you guys doing? I just
Right.
don't know. And so again,
Right.
I can
Right.
imagine
Right.
how that feels on the
Right.
face, right? So she's
Right.
like, she would come back and be like, no. And so I would be like, well, try to get me on these sets. But this was
Yeah.
before the pandemic. And,
Okay.
we were just, we were all still just going up, and
Yeah.
so those are the memories though. I remember one time we went to set and there was like no crafty. And we were like, what's happening with life? Like, this is supposed, like, it's okay that we should want coffee before we're about to go do this big thing. And so
Right.
it's those moments, but those little moments in the chair every day of her just
Yes.
letting me know what others aren't doing, what I was doing, and
Right.
really her just being candid and saying, like, before I met you, I didn't, like, I was really having struggling in this area. And I was just like, oh really? Like, I didn't know what I didn't
Right.
know. And I'm thankful for them being open, because it just only gave me the confidence
Yes.
to say I'm not going to do less than that now. Like, I have a
That's
standard.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. And you don't have to do what other people do. When you start comparing, you sort of lose some authenticity. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you can observe and sort of, admire and things like that. But when you hear things like you're saying your client was saying, oh, they're not doing this or they're doing that, and you think to yourself, well, you know what? I'm carving my lane, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
and
So,
this
you know
is
what?
meant to be.
That's such a great transition to you, talking about your business, because again, we do the makeup artist thing. We love it. But me and you are around, we're the same age, the
Yeah.
same sign. We're
Same
like
sign.
hustling
Yes.
everything. Yes,
I
right,
see
right
it.
here.
Yeah. What's up?
And we're all Leos have like tattoos. I don't
I know.
understand it.
It's
I
a
love
Leo thing.
it's a thing. It's a thing. And so, talk about how you wanted to really create something that could exist beyond you, that could give you the passive income. I feel like
Yeah.
it's just so smart of us, especially for women around our age, to think about something else beyond just our service, our services. And so, how did this come about? And what is your vision for it?
Yes. So the vision is pretty clear. It took me a number of years to really, you know, make that vision come to life. But I was watching some of your other videos, and it really is important to write down what you have in your brain, because our brains are so capable, you know, but they can confuse us at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So inspiration, when it strikes, just go ahead and just jot it down
Yeah.
and then revisit it. So I really created, you know, I wanted to create, like you said, another form of income for myself. And I really, I know it's kind of cheesy, but I really feel like you become a true boss when you're making money in your sleep.
Come on, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you know, when I wake up, I swear to you, and every single time I get a sale, like my heart skips a beat, like a tear comes to my eye, like especially a repeat, you know, it makes
Yeah.
me feel like I'm helping people. I want Lip Loofah to make my colleagues and future colleagues more hireable,
Yep.
because the quicker, I should say it this way, the less time that your talent spends in your chair and the more amazing you make them look and
Yep.
feel, the more hireable you become. And that was,
Efficiently.
yes, and that really was a driving force for me, was helping other people. So yes, I want to create another stream of income for myself, but I was on set of a huge commercial for a car company.
Yeah.
And
Your volume. What happened with the volume? I can't hear you. The volume. Did something happen with the volume? This can't. Can you hear me? Your volume is completely gone. Okay. Wait a minute. No, this is weird. It just literally stopped the volume. I'm like, it's fully up. You can hear me. Can you hear me? You can't hear me either? No way. Wait a minute. This can't happen. Okay, can we? I really want to finish this. Can we go out and come back in? Hold on. Can we go out and come back in?